Yo, Instagram. Hope everyone is doing well today. If you're not in California, it is raining here. I don't know how the weather is everywhere else. But as I spoke about before, I'll be doing a home workout. Everything's be focusing on body weight exercises. We're gonna go through 3 rounds of basically similar movements. Everything's gonna be body weight, as I said before, but each round is going to increase in the intensity or difficulty, so you could kind of pick and choose which exercise that you like. The goal here is to get a full body workout. You could change up the amount of reps that you do, whether you want to do time-based. That's all up to you. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask any questions on why I'm doing it or what I'm doing. I always recommend doing some sort of warm-up to start, focused with a foam roller. So if you don't have one of these, I highly suggest. It's basically giving yourself a nice little self-massage. It'll help break up the tissue around your muscles, anything that might be tight. Just go ahead and roll those out. Highly suggest starting this for any exercise. Working muscles that are front, back, anywhere that you are feeling tight. For the warm-up, we're going to start with 2 different moves that are going to be focusing on our trunk and core. One's called bird dogs, the other one's dead bugs. Working on stabilizing those areas while moving our limbs around it. So I'm going to start off with some bird dogs. That's going to be on your hands and knees here. Trying to keep our core still. We're going to alternate opposite arm and opposite leg. So left arm, right leg is going to extend out, coming back in. We're just going to alternate back and forth, keeping a nice, strong core, trying to kick our heel back towards the wall behind us, and trying to get our arms up and extended as far as we can, getting full extension on our backside. So basically, our hand, our fingers, all the way to our toes should be a straight line, trying to get all the way out. What I'm going to do here is 2 sets of 10 on each side, getting the body started nice and warm. I already lost count, so we'll see. Next one's going to be dead bugs, so very similar, but we're going to flip on over to our back, keeping our core drawn into the ground, so our core is going to be engaged here, like so. Core's tight, flat back, arms up. We're going to alternate again, opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping our core nice and tight, drawn in. A lot of these moves are used in physical therapy because they're very good low-intensity exercises that are really going to work the core. So again, try to keep that back flat into the ground, so there should be no gaps here. Extending all the way out and back in. We're going to do 10 on each side. Good, now we go back to the dead bugs. So for the the bird dogs, again, hands and knees here, opposite arm, opposite leg, trying to keep our back flat. So we don't want to be rotating and opening up. We want to keep everything nice and still, belly button facing the ground the whole time. So extend all the way out, kick that heel straight back. So kicking it straight out and back in. Different variations for this. You could just do the same side and tap back and forth if you want, or you could do the alternating of each side. When you start to kick out your heel towards the back wall, you'll start to feel a lot more glute activation as you get full extension, trying to bring that knee up. Again, 2 sets of 10 on both sides. Go this way here. All the way. And then back to the dead bugs. So again, dead bugs will be on our back, hands and knees up, trying to keep our back flat into the ground. So draw your belly button into the ground, nice and tight core. We're going to extend all the way out, tap our heel, and back in. 1, 2, 3. Nice, slow, controlled movement through each exercise, each rep. We're trying not to go too fast through these, but keeping that good core control, flat back into the ground, and extending out. All right, feeling pretty warm now. So we're gonna go into the first set of the exercises. It's gonna be 4 different moves. For the sake of time, I wanna keep these exercises short and sweet. That way you're able to incorporate them through any time of your day, maybe twice a day. So you could kind of play around with if you want to do 30 seconds per set or a certain amount of reps. But try to shoot for 3 rounds. Everything kind of incorporates lower body, upper body, and core all together. If you're looking for more weight loss, I would suggest increasing the amount of time. So go like 30 seconds, 10-second rest, and then jump into the next one. Or do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 with limited rest. So you can kind of play around. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. So for the first, what I'm going to call level 1 of this little routine is going to be air squats, push-ups, glute bridges, and planks. So we're going to start with just very simple air squats, hands up in the air, just sit down. We go for 10 of these. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For the squats, try to get low as you can without any pain. So what I say is push to pain, not through pain. Learn from Coach Ambrose. But being able to kind of explore the range, if you feel that your body's feeling tight or certain areas, maybe pay a little more attention to those with the foam roller, but never push through pain. Number 2 is going to be push-ups. So if regular push-ups from your hands are going to be difficult, you can always go from your knees to do push-ups. You could start up on a wall and start moving your feet back. So there's multiple ways to do it. You go on a bed or couch, start it elevated, and then start making your way back down. So we're just going to do some regular push-ups here. They're great because you get the core activation, shoulder stability, and then the press through the chest. So it's a kind of a full body workout with just the push-up in general. So it's a great workout to always do. So let's do 10 push-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For push-ups, there's a lot of discussion on where your elbows should go. Preferably for me, I like to have my elbows come down to my side. As you push through, you'll push more through the chest and less through the shoulders. So number 3 for the exercises is going to be glute bridges on our back. Bring your heels in close to your butt, and we're going to get our hips up to the ceiling. I like to drive my elbows into the ground, push up and back down. Feel a squeeze through the glutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last one. Everybody's favorite is gonna be a plank. So you could do anywhere from a regular tall plank is what we call it, elbow plank. You can plank from your knees. So what I do is start in push-up position, just drop my knees and hold there. If a regular plank is too difficult, you can also start on a wall, elevated, up on a bench, a bed, table. You're more than welcome to use that to kind of make it a little easier, but we're just looking to hold our plank nice and strong. So we're gonna hold this plank, we'll go 30 seconds. For today, I'd suggest trying to find out how long you can hold the plank, write it down, and then every time you do it the next day, try to beat that score. So we'll go 30 seconds here. If you want to make your plank a little more difficult, you can always lift one leg. You can lift one arm. You can bring knees to elbow. Ooh, I need to do more planks. I think that's about 30 seconds. All right, so that was the first round, level 1, bodyweight exercises. If you have any questions or need any modifications for those, let me know, and I will give you some. This next level 2 is going to be a progression for most of these exercises. So working to make it a little more difficult for anyone that is trying to get more of a sweat, trying to explore different ranges of motion. So going to number 1. So instead of air squats, working the quads and legs that we were doing, we're going to do what we call a multi-planar lunge. So multi-planar lunge is going to be in 3 different directions: forward, to the side, and back. So we're just lunging out. Try to stay nice and tall, so we don't want to be leaning forward as we lunge. Nice and tall. I'm going to drop there, to the side, and then back. And then we do the other side. Here. And I count that as basically 1 rep for all of them. So you can kind of find a range if you want to do 3 each. That's basically going to be 18 reps. So go back to 2, 2, 2, 2. Go there. And again, we're trying to stay up nice and tall. We don't want to be leaning forward, leaning back. Keep our core engaged, chest facing forward, nice and square. Good control of everything while the rest of the body's moving. So those are multi-planar lunges. For the start to level 2 variation for the push-ups. I have 2 recommendations. You could do elevated, where we're gonna throw your feet up on something to make it a little more difficult. So you could put your feet up. You could do staggered position. So hand forward, hand back. Or you could do something like an uneven push-up, where you'll have your hand on one item, the other hand's gonna be regular, push, and then you can rotate. So you can do it with like a ball if you have, maybe even like a textbook. If you have a book at home, you can do a couple here, let's say 5 here, 5, and then switch over, 5, good. All right, number 3 for level 2, we're gonna go to bicycle crunches, so getting back to working the core. Bicycle crunches is gonna be on our back. We're gonna have basically our elbows to knees coming back and forth. So I'll move back a little here. We're just moving left and right, keeping our core tight. Doing about 10 on each side. A variation for this to make it a little easier is you can keep your feet on the floor and just bring one elbow to knee here. And then put it back. Similar to what some people call a cross crunch, so you can start working your core. I like that one because not only is it working your core, but you're also working the obliques. You're working both the sides of your muscle. So not just that rippling six-pack, but everything around it is going to be working to pull in. So that's number 3 for level 2. And then number 4 for number 2, another good core anti-rotation exercise, what we call it, is shoulder taps. So in the plank position, we'll be holding here. We're just gonna tap each shoulder. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another variation to make this easier, you can go from your knees. So again, push up position, go ahead and drop your knees. Make sure that your weight is shifted forward, not back. You won't even be working your core to be plank, and basically that plank that we're looking for. Get your weight shifted forward so our core has to work. Shoulders above the wrist, and then go ahead, tap each shoulder. What you want to try to do is prevent your hips from moving left and right. So when you're here, you don't want to be moving. You want to work the core to keep it stabilized, nice and tight there. Ooh, sweating now. Just like that. All right, that concludes level 3. So again, a lot of similar movements, similar muscles, just a more difficult variation of that. Level 3, we're gonna go into, we're gonna start with, I need to rest, I should have brought water. All right, so level 3, we're going to squat jumps first. So first we did air squats. Number 2, we did multi-planar lunges, changing the angle. Number 3, we're gonna go into squat jumps. So it's gonna incorporate a little more power. We're just jumping, landing nice and soft under your feet. The goal is to try to be quiet with the landing to ease the impact. So here is not what we're looking for. We're trying to get up, catch yourself as you come back down. To really get the legs burning. Also a good cardio workout as well. So squat jumps will be number 1 for level 3. For our push-up, or the chest workout that we're doing, is gonna be T push-ups. So after each push-up, we're gonna rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, always love those push-ups. All right, so number 3 for level 3. We're going back to that glute bridge that we did, but this time it's gonna be single leg. So again, bring your heels close to your butt. This time we're gonna go one leg in the air, and then push through that heel on the ground. Get those hips up. 4, 5, 6. Really focus on driving those hips up into the ceiling. Getting our lower back, glutes, and hamstrings all in one exercise. Woo. And switch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Last but not least, we're gonna go to a high-low plank to finish off level 3. So basically, we're going from an elbow plank to a tall plank. So over here, we're just gonna drop down to our elbows and then back up. Drop down the elbows, back up. So again, with this one, we're trying not to rock too much with it. We want to keep our core, our hips nice and tight, and stay controlled as we come down. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. And then you can change up in the direction that you're doing it. Try to even it out. Woo. All right, so that's 3 rounds. Similar moves, different variations. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Shoot me questions. You can DM me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I'll be doing this the next couple of weeks to hopefully give everyone ideas. I'll be posting the times that I'll be doing the workouts. I'm gonna shoot for a morning workout and an afternoon or evening workout, so it's available for everyone. I'll go over different, some of them will be about flexibility, mobility. So if you're looking, that you have maybe tight muscles, or the exercise trying to get a sweat isn't your thing just yet, then we'll go over that. If you're looking for more of a HIIT circuit, something to get your heart rate up, we'll be doing that as well. So stay tuned, got a lot of good stuff. This is just number 1 of all this fun madness during the quarantine era. So hope everyone's enjoying it. Again, any questions, let me know. If you want to keep working out, keep on doing it. I work at Progressive Health and Performance in Marietta, so if you guys are in the area, feel free to contact me, and maybe we can get a workout in while we're still open. So with that being said, y'all have a great day. Thanks, guys.